Hey everybody, welcome to It's Just Bodybuilding. Dusty HANSHAW and myself, Big Ron Partlow, happy to have you, and we're happy to have today's guest, IFBB legend, Cisternino. Is that a good enough intro, Dusty?
I'm going to give you that one because what we have coming today is next level. I may or may not have went behind the scenes to get my own questions from Aceto and Jose about Guy.
Excellent.
You know, I'm taking over the shit. I'm done.
Before we start, I have to make sure I point out the Metroflex gym shirt.
Yes, sir.
The reason I'm wearing this is our friend Ryan Benthale from Metroflex Marietta. The reason I'm wearing this is even though I'm Canadian, down in the States today, it's Memorial Day for you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
And it is the great gym opening. Ryan Benthale from Metroflex has a lot to do with it, and there's tons of gyms involved. I don't know who all is credited with this, but I know there's gyms all over the country that are doing a United We Stand gym opening, and I just want to support them by wearing Ryan's T-shirt.
Yeah, so they're not allowed to be open, and enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
I love it.
Yeah, you know what other gyms are on this list, Dusty?
I don't, but I just I saw that he's got a bunch of them jumping in, and I think small business owners and people who understand mental health and fitness and everything else are just saying done, especially in those areas. Here, man, we're open. Everything's open. Yeah, I know. We're open to the point that it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Like, oh, did it all just stop like a light fucking switch around here or what?
Right. Well, got to move on with your life at some point. We'll see how it goes.
With it. Absolutely. Okay.
Well, there's lots to talk about. We got a lot of good questions for Guy, and let's just bring them on.
Yes.
Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment. Do what you can. Support the show. We appreciate it. Guy Cisternino, welcome to It's Just Bodybuilding.
Hi.
Is this the crazy quarantine guy? Have you been stuck in the house so long that we're getting an all new you?
No, I've been training every day. I just I don't know how to shave a beard or hair, so this is what you get. I refuse to trim it because I'll screw the whole thing up and then I'll end up having no hair at all on my face.
I was posting a picture of you today with ask Guy a question, and it was like a comp show where you're clean shaven.
That was Dusty's house, that one.
And I was like I feel like I'm lying by telling people this is the guy who's coming on the show, because this is not the guy who's coming on the show.
That's his younger brother.
Yeah.
So, Guy, just so you know, you're in an elite group of guests where we do absolutely no prep.
Uh-oh.
We just call you up and shoot
be
the
like
shit.
rapid fire. Just
No. This is no agenda. There's no agenda. There's no list of topics. I didn't have to research you to find out what you do. It's none of that. We did no prep at all. Just call Guy up. Let's have some fun. Tell us about what's going on where you live and how things have been.
For me, it's honestly, it's really no different than like normal life. The only real difference is that my normal life, I'm not home as much. I'm normally traveling every week, at least every other week, so it's good for me to be home with like my dogs and just, hang out at my house. And it's good because this is like my oxygen gym right now, because it's like I can't do anything but eat, sleep, and train. Like there's nothing else to do. So there are people that can't train, which that sucks. And if I couldn't train, I would make do, because I was about to put a bunch of pieces in my garage, but one of the gym owners here was like, dude, you've been through hell and back. You're getting ready for the O this year. He's like, I'm not going to tell you can't train. He's like, so you and one other person are allowed to train. So I'm like, knock on wood that I have that. But because there's other things in the area that don't have that.
No. Where exactly are you?
I'm in Jersey.
Yeah. What city?
Branchburg.
Okay.
So I'm like 45 minutes outside of like New York City.
My only New Jersey experience is I went to Diamond Gym for 2 days.
Maplewood.
Yeah. So that's Jersey to me, is Diamond Gym. That was a great time.
You'll never forget.
I live on 2.5 acres. You won't see that over there. Yeah, there's no acreage over there.
No. So Dusty was very excited to get you on the show.
Yeah, I did a little homework, guy. I decided, I said, everyone's going to ask the same fucking questions. So why don't I go behind the scenes and ask Aceto and Jose some questions that we need to ask you? So I text Aceto this morning. I said, hey, I got Guy on the show. I need you. That's all I said. So he says, the first thing you got to explain the story of, he said the first time he helped you for Chicago, he says you dominated the show, but they ended up giving you second, and you confronted Lee Thompson like a lawyer.
Yeah, I did.
He said, I want you to explain who invented the word sprinkle, as in a sprinkle. I fucking love it because I actually don't know the answer to this one for once. You can't even answer.
All right, so
tell us.
Where do you want me to start?
Yes, just run any way you want.
2013 was the first show Chris helped me in, and I took second to Tricky Jackson. Make a long story short, I had already had a bunch of points going into the show, but I wanted to compete once with Chris prior to the Olympia because I wanted to make sure we knew what we were doing because I'd never worked with him before. So I easily beat Tricky. Sorry, Tricky, if you watch the show. Like I had you, every shot. But the problem was, if I won that show, nobody else was going to the Olympia. If I took second, third, fourth, or fifth, and Tricky won, we would both be going because I had enough points. I just needed literally 1 point to be in the bracket of 5, and that was the last show. So there was, being the last show, Tricky got first, I got second. We both went to the Olympia, and I went back, and Lee Thompson was there, who I just don't like at all.
Nobody does. Go ahead.
And he was like, hey, Guy, he looked great. And I go, yeah, I have a little question for you. I go, I'm kind of confused as to why I lost. I'm like, can you tell me what I need to improve on? I'm like, because I go, from what I can see, I said, I have pretty good eyes. I was like, I beat him in every shot. He goes, yeah, your legs need to be a little bigger. Your upper body's dominant. And I was like, you definitely have the numbers confused because I have no upper body and nothing but legs. So were you judging the show or were you just there watching? And I just turned around and walked away. He goes, no, your upper body's not small. I go, okay, Lee. I go, you realize that every judge tells me I have to bring up my upper body to catch up my legs. And this one show that I take second in, miraculously, my legs fucking went down in size and my upper body blew up. Like, it's just stupid, like just an asinine shit. And then Spring, because Chris likes to take, you obviously know.
Yes.
So it started out with Chris be like, take a quarter of a diazide or a third. And, we measure it. And then Chris got into this like fucking habit of like he needs to be the one to open the diazide and like measure it out. I don't know if he thinks we take more or less. Like, I don't know if he thinks like
he doesn't trust you, Guy.
No. So he did the one time he came in my bathroom, and you guys know I'm like OCD with my journal and I write everything down. So I had my journal open, and Chris will come in, with his glasses fucking crooked, his hair crazy, and I'll just
same clothes for 2 days,
and I'll just look at my journal, and I'll be like, what did we do yesterday? What?
That was gold.
That was perfect.
What? Let me take your shirt off. Let me see. Stand over there. Yeah. How do you feel? Yeah. What do we do? What did you eat this morning? No, right? No. Okay. No. Like, so
gold.
That's perfect.
He came in the one day and he wanted dyes. He was like, "Oh, take this." I said, "Okay." He said, "Let me do it." I said, "Okay." So I gave him the dyes, and he like goes into the bathroom and hides.
Right.
So, right. He comes back and he goes, "Here, take this." So and the dyes was capped, and I took it. How much is in there? He's like, "A little bit." So I was like, "Chris, how much?" He's like, "I got to write it down." He's like, he goes, "What's between a dash and like something?" I was like, "A fucking sprinkle." He's like, yeah, sprinkle. Put a sprinkle in your journal. So I walked into the bathroom and the fucking sink was
yellow.
All powder from diazide. I go, "Chris, was there any diazide in the pill?" I go,
"Yeah, sprinkle."
Like, did you just dump it in and go, whichever stuck to the capsule is enough?
If there was any moisture, whatever was still in there.
He's just being safe, Guy. He has your own best interest at heart.
He wastes more diuretics than he gives his clients.
Oh, yeah, that's what people don't understand.
That's a fact.
He goes, take a quarter of a diazide. This is my last show when I turned pro. And I broke a dies it into 4 pieces, and of course they're all different sizes.
Because people usually forget to do that one.
I made sure he knew I had the 2550s. Yeah. So I break it into 4, and then I go, well, I got 4 different quarters here. I was just being funny, right? He goes, send me a picture. So I sent him a picture, and he goes, top left.
That's fucking so gold.
People don't realize how funny he is. He's so funny, dude. That's why we get along so good. He's hysterical.
Top left. Take the top left one. Save the bottom right for later.
You might need that one. That quarter that's slightly larger. I'm sorry for those of you that are watching this. It's funnier to us because we can all immediately relate to every part of this and be like, oh, fuck. You know, Guy, when I did the USAs with him, it had been my second USAs. He walks in the room. I had an adjoining room, you know. He busts in, he hands me a pill, goes, take this. I take it, swallow it. Chris, what was that? He goes, it doesn't matter. You already took it. I was like, I fucking trust this dude. It's already down the hatch. I don't even ask him what the fuck it is.
Dude, the funniest, I mean, I have hundreds, but the gayest / funniest story was 2014. I took another second place story. I took second to Aaron Clark, another bullshit call.
Oh, that was New York, right?
Yeah. I won the week prior.
Yep, I remember. That one was a bullshit call.
Did you have too many points again? Was that the problem?
I don't know.
I got a 1, so he was in
Dallas, and I wanted to do New York, so they gave me. I'm like, but Chris came to my hotel room. It was in Tribeca, and Chris was only there like it was a 1-day. I think it was a 1-day show. So right. Chris only came in like the night before, so he was just like, "Oh, I'll stay in your room," and I was like, "Chris, I can't get a double bed." He's like, "Do you care if you?" I was like, "No, I had a huge king size." He said, "You sleep there, I'll sleep." I'll sleep next to you. I don't give a fuck. Big enough. So we're sleeping, and it's like, it's got to be fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm out like a light sleeping. Like, and I compete the next morning. Chris like wakes up, and I'm like, I like wake up, and I'm like, "Yo, you're right." He's like, and I go, was I snoring? I wake you up, and he rolls over, and he goes, "You're gonna be fucking peeled," and he just rolls back over. So we woke up in the morning, and I go, "Do you remember waking up in the middle of the night?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Not really." He was like, "I remember you said something, right?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, what happened?" I go, "You don't remember what you said?" He goes, "Not really." I go, "You don't remember telling me I'm gonna be peeled?" And then roll back over and go like, "Well, what do you dream about then?"
That's funny.
That tells you that he literally eats, sleeps bodybuilding. That's his. So one more Acetoism that I had to grab because I actually remember this one. Do you remember when you guys did the tour with Shawn, and he was passing out every 3 minutes? So Shawn, for those who don't know, Rhoden can fall asleep anywhere, anytime, mid-conversation.
Like a narcoleptic.
So he goes,
like so Grandpa Simpson.
He says, he goes, I want him to explain when it was that he started diagnosing what could possibly be up with Shawn. He said that you broke it down with every possible thing that he might have.
Like,
that was
either has sickle cell, he's anemic, he has sleep apnea. Like me and Chris go through like lists of, and Chris will be like, all of them. Chris will be all of them. He's got all of them. The kid, I've seen the guy sit, like kneel down on the floor and like text, because his bed is like high enough at his house where he could like kind of kneel and just like lean over the bed and text.
Right.
And just mid-text pass out like while he's on his knees. I've seen him fall asleep fucking driving a car. I've seen him order food and fall asleep after he ordered food at a restaurant.
Oh,
it's insane.
I remember. Do you remember when you did that video of him that you put up?
I have two like 2 minute plus long videos of like rap songs going and just all different clips of Shawn like this.
When you posted that up that time, I fucking lost it.
Yeah, I saw that
clip
too.
After clip of him.
He just falls asleep like you would think he doesn't sleep at night.
Right.
Because it's that, and I'm always like, if he falls asleep and he wakes up, he'll always be like, "Gotta sleep to grow, bro. Gotta sleep to grow. Gotta sleep to grow, bro." Every time he wakes up, you gotta sleep to grow, bro. Gotta sleep to grow.
Because he knows it's fucked up. He can fall asleep anywhere.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I get 3 hours a night.
Oh my God.
What have you thought of how fast things are going to get back to normal where you are? Like, do you see, things openings?
Like center of the mess, bro.
Yeah, you're in the hot spot, aren't you?
I actually had it. I was really sick.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You actually had corona.
Yeah, my lungs still aren't back to 100%. My taste and smell are faintly back. I haven't, up until about a week ago, I didn't smell or taste anything for about 8 weeks.
So tell us what happened.
I don't really, so my birthday's March 21st, and that's only relevant because of the time frame. So the beginning of March, my old training partner, Rich, who moved to PA, I ran into him at a Pollen gym because I was there talking to the owner, and he just happened to stop by. We were bullshitting. And then he was telling me how he had, like, him and his wife had bronchitis, and he, blah, 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 blah. And this is before, like, corona was really, like, that big of a deal.
Right.
And so I didn't fucking really think anything of it. And then I ended up not feeling well about a week and a half later. And then I went to the doctor, and they're like, oh, yeah, bronchitis. I'm like, okay. So they gave me an inhaler and some antibiotics. Antibiotics I didn't take, so I'm like, this isn't going to do shit for bronchitis. So I just
so right away you must have thought that you got it off him.
Well, I knew he had bronchitis, so I was like, but it's also like this is allergy season for us.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when allergy's bad, you can get bronchitis or like an upper respiratory or like a sinus infection or shit like that. So it's like, and I have bad allergies. So it's like the same, it's hard because the same symptoms of corona are very similar to bad allergies.
Right.
Yeah.
And so then about 2 weeks later, my symptoms didn't go away. The worst part wasn't really the cough. I had a pretty nasty cough. That wasn't horrible. The not smelling and tasting wasn't bad. It sucked that you couldn't smell and taste anything. I didn't have any fevers, but the chest thing sucked. It felt like if you laid on the ground and somebody put a 45-pound plate on your chest and you had to breathe like that for 6 weeks. That's what it was. And that's the scary part, and that's why when older people get it, I'm like, I don't know how they could even, because it was bad for me, and my lungs are healthy as can be.
Right.
So I went to get tested 2 weeks later. They called me and they said 5 days after I got tested, and they said it came back inconclusive. And they're like, this is the first inconclusive one we've seen. So then I had to go back and get tested again. And then that test came back negative, and the doctor's like, I don't care what that test said. She goes, you absolutely are sick. So then she goes, when the antibody test comes out, she's like, we'll call you, let you know. She's like, so we can test you. So the antibody test came out. I went there, got tested. They called me the next day. They're like, positive.
Oh, wow. Really? You had all the tests?
Yeah, 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how long were you sick for week-wise?
And my training partner, the kid, my buddy Tom, I train with every day now. I was with him every day training in the gym, every single day. He got the antibody test.
Nothing.
Nope.
So
he was literally the only person I was around.
The only person that absolutely should have gotten it.
Yeah, the only person that should have gotten it from being around me consistently every day and didn't even get like a symptom.
Wow. Yeah, good immune
awesome.
system on him, I guess.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Now you know to keep him as a partner because he doesn't fuck off. He doesn't even get sick when you try to get him sick. That's good.
Yeah, I was like, man, that was a test. She opened the door.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to bring anything in and give it to you because he fights everything off.
Oh, exactly.
What'd you do with your training during that time? And what'd you do?
This is my stupid mentality. I figured if it attacks your lungs, then I work my lungs. So I was doing cardio every day. I was training every day. I was outside and doing yard work as much as I could. It took me very long to train. Training arms took 2 hours just because
you couldn't breathe.
Yeah, in between I had to catch my breath, man. But I was making it through my workouts. I was like, if it attacks my lungs, then I should make my lungs stronger. And I was like, my mentality was, as long as it doesn't get worse, I'm okay.
Right.
As long as I can maintain where I'm at, I'm not going to, it's not going to get worse. So I tried to just maintain and hold where I was and kept doing things from, my lungs and training, and ended up slowly dissipating,
So how long were you actually like chest pneumonia for?
I'm still not.
Still a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just still got it.
So
like
you test.
If I try to take a deep breath, like it cuts me off. Like I don't have my full. Like
Right.
I can't.
What are they telling you? That'll take like a couple months to come back.
They said it could take a while. They said my fucking scent can come back very slow. Or they said it could take a fucking year.
Jesus.
Wow. Interesting.
I wouldn't mind that during dieting because I don't really like the taste of my food when I'm dieting anyways.
Or smelling your scent because you're
smell like shit. It's actually true. I'm like, we're good.
Yeah. You could take that for 16 weeks.
It's crazy how so many people get nothing or they get like a sniffle and then other people just get fucking clobbered.
Yeah, bro, I got hammered, man. I was like, fuck. It was just and it's crazy. I live by myself too. So it's just me and my dog. So I'm here by myself. It's not like I can have like my mom and my dad come out. Like I got to do everything like by myself.
Yeah. And you got a couple acres.
2.5, yeah. Yeah.
Because when you say you're going outside and doing yard work, I can see people who are like, "Oh my God, he's not isolating."
Yeah. No, I'm isolating. No, I'm as far away from people as you can get. Nobody can see my neighbors.
Couldn't be more isolated if that was the goal.
Yeah. Do you have like a fence around your property, or how does it work out there?
No, I have like I don't know. I could try to like swing this around. I could try to show you.
Yes.
I know you listen to a bit of country music, so I got to see what
I'm a redneck.
I'm a redneck.
New Jersey redneck.
I was listening to Ben yesterday on Bodybuilding Bullocks, and he describes his wife as a proper redneck.
Oh,
yeah, because he's got the English in him. He's like, she's a proper redneck. I'm like, that's fucking gold.
I'm trying to turn. How do you turn the camera on this?
I don't know.
What I'm trying to do.
So guy's gonna show us his yard.
We ain't fucking around, people. Guy is taking us on a tour.
See my tractor?
Oh, that's awesome.
Fucking awesome. He has it.
This is the first house tour we gotten on the show. Oh shit, buddy.
Very literal. You don't need a fence when no one can actually see in your property at all.
Yeah. No. Here, look.
Jesus.
And then my front is that's the front. So it goes up. It's all the way around. It goes all the way. I own like all this, up all the way up over there. Then it goes up all the way around my house.
Sweet.
And then right there.
Yeah. That's the ultimate. I don't really like people property. That's perfect.
The best. Nobody bothers me, bro. the only neighbor I can see. And then.
Do they bother you?
You can't see anybody else. I'm all blocked by trees.
That's fucking awesome. That is a genius setup right there.
I got my deer targets here. There's a Rhoden River, which is like not even a mile down the road. So I go there. I was in the stream yesterday catching trout.
Did you catch enough for dinner? I saw the picture.
I caught one, but then all the fucking kayaks came by and screwed me up. So then I got this.
What's that?
Oh,
the bow.
Oh, the bow. Shit.
That's what. That was one of the big questions everybody had was if you had a favorite hunting story.
Yeah, I actually got a funny one.
Dude, hit it.
Let's hear it.
Funny. Actually, I should send you the video if you want to post. I can't post it because if I post it, I'll get like ripped apart. So.
But if I post it, you won't? Okay, let's do it.
It's me shooting the deer.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
So, well, I have good stories and bad stories. You want like a funny story or like?
I want the best.
Like when I was younger, like my dad put me up in a tree stand and he told me not to get down from the tree. He goes, no matter what, you don't fucking leave the tree. So when you hunt in a tree stand, like there's you can go in a ladder stand, which is like, if you can imagine like a big ladder on both sides, and then it's like a place where you can sit. And then, or you could do like the screw-in stand, which is like you screw these like little steps in as you go up and like climb all the way up the tree. And then you have like it's literally a little seat that you sit in. You could be like, anywhere from 10, 15, 30 feet up. Like you could be high.
Right.
So when you're in there, then you have this like harness that attaches to your stomach that attaches to the tree. God forbid the seat goes, it catches you by the waist so you don't fall,
Right. Yeah.
So my dad put me up. I was probably 10 years old. And he was like, you don't leave, blah, 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 blah. So he goes off and leaves me and he goes into his tree stand. So like after a couple minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, fuck. Dude, these fucking red ants. The tree he put me on had those. There was a fucking fire ant thing.
Oh God.
Like, the tree. So like back then there was no cell phones. So
Right.
I'm like in the tree. I'm like, Dad. I can't see him. I'm like, Dad. I'm trying to whistle. I'm like, Dad. So finally he's like, what? So finally I'm like, Dad. And I start getting loud. I'm like, Dad. And I'm like, Dad. And finally he comes down from his tree. And at this point I'm in tears. And he's like, what's the problem? And he comes up the tree stand and he's like, Jesus Christ. And he rips my jacket off. He rips my shirt. I was covered in fucking fire ants, bro. They got off. And he was like, why did you get down from the tree? And I was like, you told me not to move. I was just covered in ants, bro. Just covered.
I'd rather the ants eat me alive than you beat my ass.
Covered. That's the problem with this world today. I was that afraid of my dad that I wouldn't get out of a fucking tree stand while I was getting eaten alive by fucking fire ants. That's how afraid of my dad I was. So, listen, my dad didn't obviously do a good job of controlling my verbiage. Other than that, like I would do anything he said because I was deathly afraid of him.
Right.
That's how it functioned back then.
Yeah. Nowadays, everybody gets away with murder.
It is an effective deterrent.
Yeah. And then the other story happened a couple years ago. So we go to Texas every year hunting, and we get back from going hunting, and we're in Texas. Guy's got thousands of acres, but where we stay in this like little like house cabin thing is on like 300 and something acres. And sometimes guys have shot deer like sitting in the house like through the window, like just because you pay for your tag, and you're not like in Texas. There's like no rules. It's like
It's Texas. We know this.
you better fuck you want. So we get back from hunting in the morning to eat lunch, and the guy went to the store, and my gun was in the back of his car. So all of a sudden, this buck comes onto the property pretty far away, but he had, I don't know, you guys hunt at all?
No,
I know what you're talking about though.
You know the first set of antlers that's always straight on the deer, and then everything goes off that, but there's always the ones that come up. Those are called brow tines. So this one had split brow tines, so which means instead of having one like this, it's split at the top like a two,
right.
Which is very rare.
Yes.
So one of the guys like, somebody's shooting that deer. So like I'm scrambling. I can't even find my boots. I got sandals on, and I'm like, fuck. And my dad's like, what? I said, my gun's in whatever his name's car. And my dad's like, I got my 7mm mag, which is like, it's 7mm, but it's a shock. It's huge.
Right.
And so I like sneak outside, and I'm like, and now I'm using the house as like protection. It's like I'm trying to like take out a person. So I'm up the house, and I like have my gun. I have my gun like this. So I'm like leaning around the corner. Deer passes a tree, probably like 40 yards. I shoot the deer. This is where I have the video. I shoot the deer. It goes down, and it gets up, and it runs into like this little thicket area, and it's between two trees that are kind of like this. So I only have like this view of them, and I'm looking at him through the scope, and I'm like, this deer ain't going down. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, come on. And I counted to 5. I'm like, dude, you better go down. I put the crosshair right on his face, and I'm like, please go down, bro. Please. 2, 1. You see the video? You just see this. I hit him right in. I actually have him mounted upstairs. I got 2 deer pounds upstairs, but I hit him dead in the fucking face. And, like I sound like I'm like inhumane, but like because a lot of times if you shoot the deer, they'll take off. They'll run 200 yards. You got to blood trail them. Right. I was about tracking this fucking deer, so I was like, you got in my head. I'm like, you got 5 seconds to go down, and I'm like counting. Please go down. Please go down. Please go. And the guy behind me, I'm like 2, 1. And the deer just fucking. I'll send you the video. Well, actually, send it now. Hold on.
So, if you're gonna mount it, did you mount just the horns, or did you like have it all taxidermied?
No. So, the actual
How does that work?
Let's do this. We're gonna see it.
Yeah,
I knew it. Everybody, you're gonna watch this one on YouTube. Everyone.
I'm trying to get the camera around.
I don't know how to do it on the computer.
You guys on your phones?
No, I'm on the computer. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm on the computer.
Guy, you know I'm too lazy to hold my phone for this long. We got a wrestling match going on.
That's the one. That's the one.
So they just fixed up the wound.
Yeah. You could see actually there's like a stitch in the one side, like in his face. It's like a little stitch right here. See it?
Damn.
I don't see it.
That's
Damn.
awesome.
Let's see those horns again. Want to see what you're talking about with the double
Oh, the
split.
split brow. So hold on. See on this. I'm like fucking standing on shit.
It's educational.
This is fucking great.
This
This is
horn.
amazing.
So this guy doesn't have them.
Right.
But this horn right here
Yeah.
is a brow tine. It's normally high, it's straight up. Well, this actually no. On this one, it would be considered this one right here.
Right.
Turn that a little. You're not aiming. You're not aiming us right. There we go.
This one right here is a brow tine, right?
Right.
Yep.
This is the first horn, and then there's called like their G1s and stuff. So this one and this one are called brow tines. Now, on that one, if you can see, let me get up here. I'm trying to see, making sure you guys can see it. All right.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. They're split.
Now I don't know if you can see behind it.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
here,
Yep.
they're split. See it?
Ah, yeah.
See that? It looks like a V. So that's very rare to see on a deer. Yeah, this is the other part of my deck here. Look.
Damn. The do you know what you're looking at quiz. Oh, shit.
So that's what that is. Yeah. So.
That's fucking awesome.
Damn. The stuff we didn't know about Guy.
What?
Because it's some of the stuff that comes out is, this is perfect. This shit is perfect. It's,
Didn't you go do the hog hunting with Branch with the
Metro
knives?
Flex thing?
He actually, this is like funny. This is going to be like showing
The
something.
bulls and the knives and the quads
So
and everything.
we were supposed to go. I've done a lot of stuff with Branch and shooting, but we were supposed to go, but it was shitty weather, and we ended up not going. But this is actually.
He's opening a safe.
This is our first safe opening on the show as well.
This is the night that Brian Dobson gave to me to go.
Oh, fuck.
Because he wrote on it, Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpens iron, that Bible quote. But he gave this to me to go hunting, and we never went.
That's
So
amazing.
You need to make that shit happen. You got the knife. It's time to stab something.
Huh?
I said you need to make that hunt happen still so you can go stab someone with that fucking knife.
That's why I kept it.
God damn. That's a real fucking safe. You are a G. Look at that.
Guns, man.
I got guns, man.
That fucking safe is bigger than I am. I'm like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
when everybody was stocking up on toilet paper and paper towels, I was stocking up on ammo. I was like, fuck all that shit. I'll wipe my ass with leaves.
Mhm. I know. I only really met Brian once. I went to Metroflex last year to film some stuff, and he was so awesome. And then as I was hanging around waiting to leave, we were getting some B-roll of the gym, and I was just sitting there recovering. I puked because it was so hot, and I was just like,
Hot in there, bro.
it was rough, man. I was sitting outside. I was like recovering, drinking Gatorade, and he comes out and gives me a copy of his book. He had a copy of his book that he signed for, and he goes, "Hey, I give you a copy of my book." And he's just the nicest guy,
He's so down to earth, and he's so humble.
And it's funny that you say he gave you that knife, because I seem to feel like everyone who tells me a Brian story involves him giving them something.
Yeah, he's very
So just one of those dudes. But what do you think that knife is worth?
I don't even know. Worth enough to go kill something.
I need you to go do this hunt just because I want the stories of how this shit goes down.
So Branch is one. I got a lot of close. I'm close with a lot of I'm the godfather of Shawn Rhoden's daughter. Like, me and Branch are very tight. Me and Cutler talk all the time. Like, I'm very, very close with a lot of these guys. So when I get around Branch, it's hysterical because people see Branch as like a quiet,
Yes.
He gets around me.
No more.
No, I fucking bring it out of him, and we have a blast. But my first time I was in Metroflex. Do you know when you walk in? Dusty, you been there?
Yeah.
You know when you walk in, there's the counter, and there's like the little hallway you walk through, and then there's like the bathroom immediately to the left.
Yep.
Yeah.
And okay, so I walked in the first time training there, and I had to train with
They was training with Branch, so I was already nervous because I was like
Right.
younger, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die. And you
Right.
walk into like this gym that just shit everywhere, and you're like, the fuck's going on? So I was nervous. I was like, oh, I got nervous shit coming on. I gotta take a shit. So I went in the bathroom and I took a shit. Dude, I came out. It had to be 117 degrees in the bathroom. I came out. So my shirt was drenched before I even started training. Branch was like, what did you do in there? I said, I took a shit. It's 117 degrees. I said the toilet paper was disintegrating in my ass, and I was wiping my ass. I said, how do you take a shit here?
Branch is probably never taken a shit at that gym. That's a funny.
I didn't want to. I would rather walk out of the shitter sweating my ass off than shit my pants squatting with Branch.
Yes.
It's like, which one of the two?
I had to make it.
If you're gonna do it at any gym, that's the gym to do it.
Yeah.
Because no one would notice.
Game time decision.
Jesus. What's tell me about all the you've done those gasp trips with Branch a lot. You know, you and the gasp crew doing the Sweden trips and the China trips and all that stuff. How's that all been? You guys have a good time on the road?
I have a blast because I laugh at the aggravation in Branch's face 99% of the time. Because he gets so bent out of shape. Like me, like I can go with the flow, but Branch is like, Branch is like that American dude. So like it's like when you and when you go to places, you expect things a certain way because we're Americans, and places that aren't Americanized. So like Branch gets annoyed, I just get mean. Like I'll be a dick. You know, but when you spend that much time with people, you see a lot more characteristics than you do backstage at a bodybuilding show.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because people judge bodybuilders a lot of time based on what they see at a show, and what you see at a show is like in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
At that point, like they're not who they are. You know.
Yeah, that doesn't even really factor into their real persona at all. Yeah,
but Branch is a really just an awesome guy, man. He's the hardest guy I've ever trained with, most intense motherfucker I've ever trained with.
I remember the first several times I was around Branch were at gasp events, and he was just real quiet, you know. And I thought, oh, this guy's just real quiet, you know. And then away from the event when it would just be like Johnny Jackson and Branch and me. Then I'd hear Branch cracking the jokes, and he it's
he won't come out of his shell if you don't know you.
No, it took a while for him to like start joking around with me.
Yeah,
but it's pretty funny. Yeah, Branch is a character. But I see you guys on the road and doing all the gasp stuff, and I wonder what your China trips are like. You know, because I've done that China trip too.
The China trip was Johnny. I didn't go on that. Branch was texting me every day. Bro, Michael's sick. Johnny's throwing up. He's like, they want me to eat this shit. I'm eating this. He's fucking. he's like, bro, Beijing's disgusting.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Yeah. You know, it's so many people, man. It's hard for us to wrap our brain around the crowd.
It's that bad. I've never been.
Yeah, you know, just imagine, you know, you're landing in a city with 35 million people in it. It's like
Dusty
the whole,
too?
You know. Oh, Dusty's muted. Oh.
I muted us because the dogs are going ape shit.
Oh, you're leaning on your
buttons. I haven't actually been there, but those trips, man, I'm that weird person that I see it and I'm like, if I have to go, I will. Yeah. But it's not my deal. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. You want to hear a crazy fucking story? And you can ask Carla. You know Carla Salati?
Of course, yeah.
And we were with this kid, Rob Yules, who turned pro at Masters. Coming back, you remember when Sharu had the Sharu Classic, like 12, 13?
Yeah.
Yep. Phil Heath won it, didn't he?
Huh?
Yeah.
Didn't Phil Heath go and win it? Yeah.
So I think 2012, I think fourth. And we're driving back, me, Rob Yules, and Carla Salati. So you guys been to India, right?
I haven't been to India.
All right. So India, there's like, I mean, it's mayhem over there. I mean, it's at mayhem. So we're driving to the airport, and there's like little huts on the side of the road, and we're in this like cab, they call them, or they're called like tic-tics or tic-toc. It's like it's like a car, but it's got bike handles inside. Like,
right.
I don't even know. It's crazy out there. And this guy like comes out from like behind the hut, points a fucking AK at the fucking cab, tells the cab driver, pulls over. The guy points the gun right at me, tells me to get out of the car, put my hand on and I'm literally like, people always talk about, oh, like, what would you do if somebody pointed a gun at you? And I was like, I would fucking do this. I'd fucking do that. My first reaction was to laugh. He pointed the gun at me. I go, are you fucking serious? I go, you really point? I was like, all right, man. So I got out of the car, and the cab driver was like, put your hand once. I said, all right. I go, is this what you guys do? I like, do you pull people out of cars? Like, I was so fucking mind blown that this was like that. And then him and the cab driver went back and forth, something about money. He wanted to check if he had something to do with money. I don't even remember. And then the cab driver was like, okay, you good? And I was like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
I went back in the car, and then that was one story in the other 20 that happened after that.
So he didn't even rob you?
No.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening? At first, I'm like, well, I don't know if he was going to try to rob me, rape me. How the fuck do I know?
Right.
Well, once somebody has an AK on you, just kind of follow along until you know what the fuck's going on.
I'm like, is this serious? I was like, I can't believe this happened. I just want to go home.
Right in the middle of the goddamn street.
Yeah. I'm like, I just want to go home.
I like that that happens, and then you're just like, all right, well, see you, bro. See you.
Dude, I've seen them. We've been in the car because there's like no
rules
on the road though. Like one road you can go north, south, east, west. Like there's no directions on the road. Like you're just like, here's open land, drive on it. Like that's literally what it is.
Yeah.
You'll see people get into. We saw somebody hit a guy on a motorcycle. The motorcycle falls over. The guy falls over. The guy gets up. The cab driver gets out. They scream at each other. Get back in the cab. Get back on the bike, and they take off.
Yeah.
It's just a bad day.
And it's amazing there aren't more accidents.
It's
like that's what boggles my mind. Like when I'm in Hong Kong or any of those places where the traffic is just crazy. Yeah. And like mine, way worse, and no lines on the road, or Indonesia, places like that. And I just keep thinking, like driving around in those places, I'm like, I can't believe that the traffic flows so well.
Yeah, because you know what
they all get there.
That's their norm.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's all they know.
It's nuts. But what is that sort of experience? Like. I mean, we've all gotten a lot out of bodybuilding, right? We've all gotten, our whole lives. I mean, the three of us, especially, our whole lives are kind of shaped around bodybuilding. So when you look back on your career and you see all the places you've been able to go and all the things that you would not have seen had it not been for bodybuilding, how do you think that's changed you?
I mean, I think bodybuilding, I think for at least me, I mean, maybe you guys could agree. I think I was more like, I'm more humble now. With success, I think brings humility, meaning like I'm more humble now than I was before I was successful. Like back when I was younger, coming up, like I remember going into I would work out and be like, oh, I'm gonna go stop at the mall and pick up something just because I wanted to like walk through the mall in like my fucking douchebag fucking cutoff shirt because I thought I was big at like 160 pounds.
Right.
So I had my typical because I wanted to be where I'm at, but I wanted it at that age. So I figured let me act like I think those guys act because that's what I want to do type thing.
Right.
And I didn't realize that acting like a douchebag is not what we do. Even though people still think I do act like a douchebag, but it's fine.
Well, it's hard to take it all out of you.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the ball busting will never stop. So that's, I'm the same way all day long with everybody, whether I'm in the gym, girlfriend, no girlfriend. I bust everybody. If I meet you for the first time, within 2 minutes, you're getting a joke thrown at you. Because I want to see if I like you. If you can take a joke.
Yeah.
We're going to be fine.
Yeah, but it's a screening process.
Because I
love it. It's a screening process. That's exactly what it is. We don't need to talk anymore.
No. But now, like, people are always like, you're always covered up. I'm like, 'cause I have nothing to prove. Back when I was younger and I wasn't a successful bodybuilder, I was always trying to prove something to myself, and I wanted other people to look at me and go, oh, what does he do? Or I wanted the attention. Now it's like, I stay in the hoodie and my pants and do my thing for my own reason. It's not to, I like to be warm when I train. Even when it's hot out, I like my body to stay warm. If I'm in a gym, even if it's cold, if it's hot outside, the gym's got AC on. I don't want to be sweating and feeling cold there. So I just like to stay covered up. And the more I'm covered up, the less attention I bring to myself. That means the less people are going to talk to me in the gym. That's my theory. That's how I train. But the older I get, the more I stay covered up.
Right.
Or he's like, why do you do all this training and this and that? You never go to the beach. And I go, because I don't work out to strut my stuff on the beach.
Right.
No.
It's not my thing. That's not why I do what I do. I do it to step on the bodybuilding stage, and then 3 days later, I want to gain 30 pounds from eating donuts and fucking Nutella.
That's the magic of it. I think that's it's been interesting. I mean, obviously knowing you and kind of watching, because I think it's cool to see. I remember when you were winning in the beginning, you still had you were winning and were somehow always an underdog when you were winning. I'm like, I had one of my clients actually commented on my post today. She was like, I was at the show he won. I'm like, which one?
Yeah. How many shows have you won?
You've won what? 6 pro shows?
7. This year was 7. The one in Niagara Falls was 7.
And that was after you were sick, right?
The 7th one was this year after sick and shoulder surgeries.
Yeah, because that was really bad, man. I remember. Did you ever wonder if you were going to bounce back from that one?
Are you talking about the skin condition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have. If I took my shirt off with no tan, I got marks all over me, like black and blues. It's crazy. I honestly don't think they still really know what it is. They told me what it is. I've done research on it. The fact is, it's been almost 3 years and it's still not gone.
What did they tell you it was?
They said it was a fixed drug eruption mixed with a phototoxic reaction. So a fixed drug eruption means you've taken a drug for a period of time that your body's allergic to. So it causes a reaction in your body, and it causes whatever. It could be skin. Mine just so happened it gave me like these almost like red blotches is what it did. That's what it did. But what happened is I went tanning on top of it, like in a tanning bed, because I usually tan up until the Wednesday before the show. I think I was sick, or it might have even been aldactone. I think it was aldactone, actually. I think it was a diuretic. I was taking aldactone. I don't know if it was aldactone or I was taking an antibiotic. I was taking something.
And they're saying it was photosensitive.
And they said it was photosensitive, along with whatever it was I was taking, my body just was rejecting. And then what happened was when I went tanning, you get the phototoxic reaction from the UV light hitting the chemical compound and causing a reaction under the skin in the blood. So that's
it felt like a burn too, didn't it? Or did it hurt?
Oh, bro. They had me on morphine and Dilaudid for 5 days.
For those who don't know, Dilaudid is like 12 times morphine.
Dilaudid is synthetic morphine. It's like 10 times stronger than morphine.
Yep.
It's crazy. I was for 5 days, dude. I got scars. They came in once with this fucking rod like this. My parents were there, and the guy told me to roll over like on my side, and he took a fucking chunk out of my side of my quad of skin they were running cancer tests. They took a chunk out of the top of my ass, where my ass crack starts. They were taking chunks out of me, taking my blood every fucking hour.
I remember Chris told me when it was going down and you were still in the hospital. I was like, what is it? And he goes, all I know is guy is hurt and guy doesn't feel pain. And I was like, okay. Like, that's a pretty good synopsis of how fucked it is.
When you hear that guy's in the hospital, you're like, oh, so this is clearly against his will.
So he's either gonna barely make it or he's dying because there's no fucking way he would be there.
It's like, they're making him. So then what was after that? Because you got sick again, didn't you?
No, he had shoulder surgery.
Shoulder surgery. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Bam, bam. Doubled. Wasn't it double?
I got this one done, and 5 weeks later, I got this one done.
How good did they do?
I mean, last week I did flat bench probably for the first time in like a while, flat barbell bench. Because I could do it's like if I told you some of the lifts I'm not going to ever be as probably as strong as I was. But if you for what the surgeries I've had and the injuries I've had, the fact that I can still do what I can do, to me, I'm like I am still shoulder pressing 130s, 140s, no problem. Still inclining 150s, no problem. Like my strength for me after this, I'm okay with. But like we did flat barbell bench last week, me and my one buddy Mike, who's one of my training partners at his gym, and we were training, and he did 315 for like 18. I got 315 for 15. I hadn't touched barbell bench in forever. Right. I was like, you know what, 315 for 15. I said, for not doing fucking barbell bench for a long time, I said I got no complaints. You know?
Yeah. No, that's healthy. I'd say you're healthy enough to train hard. That's for sure.
That's where like my struggle came in this year. It's like I started losing to guys, and no disrespect to them, but I started losing to guys that I necessarily shouldn't. I wouldn't have lost to 3 or 4 years ago. Right. You know, I think with injury and time, your body starts changing a little bit, and we as bodybuilders try to fight Father Time, and unfortunately, the only person that got that gift was Dexter Jackson, because I definitely didn't get that. So that's the thing that I was really struggling with this year, because you're saying so this year when I started for the show, this was my great ending to a shitty 2 years. So I did Chicago. This is how. So I'm highly, just so you guys know, when you're like, what? Why is he always getting sick for medicine? I'm highly allergic to a lot of medicines. I cannot take amoxicillin, penicillin, Keflex, codeine. Like I am highly allergic to a lot of things. When I was growing up, I was allergic to cat hair, deer hair. I was allergic to red 40 or whatever, red dye I couldn't have. I have a lot of allergies. And I think still I take things that I'm just, my body can't handle. Mm-hmm. So right before Chicago, this was going to be like my comeback show. Like I was like, this is the show I'm going to win. Bringing my fucking one pit bull. Blew her knees out. I was picking her up to put her in my truck to bring her to my parents before I left for Chicago. Threw my back out. I get deadlift, rack pull, no problem. Picking up a 97-pound dog, nope, I can't do that without fucking throwing my back out.
Fuck.
I called my mom back then. She recently retired, but she worked for an oral surgeon. I go, you got to call Doc and tell him that he's got to fucking call me in the script. I said, I just threw my back out. I said, and I leave tomorrow morning for Chicago. I said, you got to give me something for my back. So she called him in. He called me an Ultram. Do you know what that is?
No.
Ultram. It's called.
Is it an opiate?
Ultram. It's. I'll look it up. So he called it into me, or gave me the script, and I dropped the script off at the at CVS, and CVS called me back, and she goes, Ultram. Tramadol, that's it. Yeah. And she goes, they don't make it in a 100 milligrams. They only make it in 50. Your doctor's got to call and recall in the prescription. So I was like, okay. So he called in the prescription, and I got it, and it was 50. On the bottle, it said 50 mgs every 4 to 6 hours. The script he originally gave me said 100 mgs every 4 to 6 hours. So what I actually thought was the bottle said 50 every 4 to 6, but he told me 100 every 4 to 6. That's what it said. So I took 2.
Yeah.
I ended up overdosing on the fucking meds. I took 2 every 4 to 6 hours for an entire day, and ended up waking up, getting ready to leave for Chicago. I threw up a little bit in the bathroom. What the fuck's going on? I'm like, whatever. Go to leave, run back to my bathroom and fucking puke right before I'm walking out the door. And I'm like, but then I felt fine. And I'm like, okay. My buddy's driving us to the airport. I'm like, yo, Chris, pull over. He pulls over. I jump out of his fucking brand new BMW, and I fucking hurl all outside on the highway. Then get back in his car, completely fine. Get to the airport. I eat. I go to the lounge, hanging out. Get on the plane, take off. I doze off on the plane. Wake up, grab the puke bag, and I've never ever puked on a plane. I filled that fucking puke bag up. I filled it up so much that they actually brought me over a big garbage bag to put it in because I couldn't even close it. It was so that much puke. Then I landed in Chicago, got in an Uber, made the Uber driver pull over, puked my brains out again, and then I saw like chunks of blood, and I was like, oh man. So then I got back to the hotel, and I hope girls don't watch this show, but
none.
We have 1% female viewers.
Nice. That's like my Instagram. So Dusty's face.
Come on.
So I started shitting, and it was pitch black. And obviously, anybody that knows that means there's.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I start Googling like side effects of tramadol.
Tramadol.
And it the first two of overdosing, vomiting, and black and tarry stool. So now I took, they actually first call out, they moved me dead center, but I couldn't, this is the weird part. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't catch my breath at all. And I ended up, the judges told me we had you in first place. We put you dead center, but they said every time you hit a shot, you faded a little more and more. Well, I get back from Chicago. Chris starts feeding me up because I lost a ton of weight from throwing up. So Chris is with like, you know, Aceto's high days. It's like burgers and fucking fries and it's muffins and it's so I'm at the gym training legs and I'll never forget. I was like, fuck, man. I'm like, I actually couldn't get through the workout. I'm like, I'm done for today. I said, I cannot finish this work. And I never not finished. I said, I can't. I said, I ain't got it in me today. I said, I can't. I'm so fucking, my stomach, so whatever. I was like, I can't breathe. I was like, I feel uncomfortable. That night, I got a text message that there was blood, A negative blood shortage for Red Cross, and I needed like people that come donate. So I go to donate blood. You know how they always prick your finger before you donate? Prick my finger. The lady's like, I hear the lady go, that can't be right. Takes it out. Pricks my other finger. Puts blood on it. Puts it in a little hemoglobin reader. She's like, sir, I'm gonna have my supervisor come over and talk to you. And I'm like, I'm not at the doctor's. I'm donating blood. Now, why do I feel like I'm getting in trouble? Like,
right. What did I do?
Right.
So the supervisor comes over. She's like, sir, I'm gonna prick your other finger. I said, all right. Pricks my other hand. Blood. She goes, sir, you're feeling all right? I was like, well, got 2 herniated discs, 2 bulges. I was like, you want me to name, like, do you feel physically fine? I feel like I'm dying every day.
Well, pro bodybuilder. What the fuck do you want to tell? What do you want me to say?
Train wreck. She goes, no, overall. She's like, you all right? She's like, you breathing all right? I was like, I'm breathing a little heavy. I was like, I'm all right. She goes, yeah, well, you need to go see your doctor. She's like, because your hemoglobin's almost below 9, and if it goes any lower, you're going to have to get a blood transfusion. I was like, what? So I went right to my doctor, and they put me on a heavy iron pill for like 5 weeks. So what happened was I took to Ultram, and I got so sick, and I puked, and then I got probably like almost like a little ulcer.
Bleeding ulcer.
And that's why I couldn't breathe, and that's why I couldn't catch my breath on stage.
You were just bleeding out your ass.
Yep. And then I did Tampa.
You didn't even stop. That's why I love it. This whole time you feel like death, but you're like, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Well, that goes to show people who don't understand, like you just being tired from dieting can seem like the symptoms of so many things. That's why we don't complain. We're like, I'm just dieting. I'm just tired.
Yeah, if you're complaining when you're dieting, like if you're seriously in pain or something's wrong, like it's got to be seriously wrong, because it's like everything hurts. Like we don't, like, even the thought of like listening to somebody talk hurts our ears.
Yeah, like default settings are so skewed at that point that like, are you feeling all right? It's like, well, I don't know. Like, where's your baseline for that?
Yeah, where's your context if you're asking?
I've told people when you know you're in shape when you know what muscle is responsible for what part of your step. Like, oh, the hamstring lifts it. Okay, now I know that.
Yeah, and I feel what you just said about what it hurts to just think about listening to someone talk.
It does. How many times when you're dieting, somebody comes up to you and before they even open their mouth, you're like, I already know I'm going to be pissed off.
My training partner knows because he'll hear me go, it's just too many words. There's too many words.
Too many words to comprehend. I can't.
Because you hear people in the gym talking, and as you get tired, it starts to bother you. And they're not even talking to you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's too many words. We have to go somewhere else.
I semi-jokingly said to my training partner one time when I was getting ready for a show, because you get that little 5-minute chat when you get to the gym.
Yes.
You're like, hey, what's up? So, that whole bullshit, right? The bro chat for a few minutes. He comes in one day and I looked at him. I was like, we're at the point where we only talk after.
Shut your mouth. Do you ever see that, brother? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Zip it.
That's when they know.
We're at the talk after point.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You know, so that's what about the like you mentioned, your Rhoden's godparent to his child. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Godfather.
So I think a lot of the fans, bodybuilding fans,
That means if, like, God forbid something happened to like Cora and like like Shawn and Michelle, I'd be considered like a guardian of Cora.
Yeah, and you know, that's a very like close thing. I don't think most people realize you're that close with Shawn Rhoden, you know, and they don't realize that so many of the guys are such close friends.
Yeah,
you know, living in different parts of the country.
Shawn's one of my closest. Me and Flex are like best friends. He's like a brother to me. Me and Jose are very tight. Me and Jay talk all the time. Jay was actually the reason why I wouldn't say the reason, but Jay's one of the main reasons why I did Niagara Falls, because I wasn't going to do it. And that was a show that I ended up winning.
Right.
But Jay, who else? I'm trying to think. Me and Phil are tight. Me and Dexter are tight. Me and Jose are very close. It's just like, the bodybuilding's not big. And if you make it to me, there's being a pro, and then there's being like one of like because everybody's a pro now.
Right.
So I think the way people kind of look at like where they rank you, it's like, all right, you're a pro. What have you done?
Yep.
You know, because
sure.
everybody's a pro now. Now it's starting to be like, all right, you're a pro. Well, now there's ranks to this shit.
Yeah.
Like
we have to find a way to segregate who is who still.
Yeah. And the first time Jay ever talked to me, which I was like, did he just say it to me? He walked backstage 2011 at the Olympia. I was competing, and he walked up to me. He's like, "You had a great year this year, bro." I was like, "Thanks." He walked away. I was like, "What?"
What?
I was like, "Yeah, well, he knows what I do. He watches me." It was like one of those like validation moments, you know.
Yeah.
And he's been a fan of mine ever since. We were sitting in the stands in California, the show where we use no diuretics besides alcohol and black coffee. Don't ever do that. Backfire tremendously. I'm sitting in the stands at night watching the show with Jay, because I didn't make top. I was like 7th, and I'm watching the show with Jay, and Jay's like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm like, "I don't know, man." I said, "I'm about to just fucking pack it in." I was like, "I've had enough of this shit." I said, I can't play this fucking game of like not knowing, like looking good 24 and 48 hours out and looking like a fucking bag of shit the day of the show. I was like, I'm getting fucking aggravated now. And Jay's like, "Bro," he's like, "you could beat any of the guys up here." He's like, "I don't understand." He was like, "You just need to fucking pull it together, bro." He's like, "Go home." He's like, "Get your shit together." He's like, "Just go to fucking Niagara Falls and win." And I'm like, ugh. He was like, "Bro," he goes, "You can beat all these fucking guys." He's like, "You just got to figure it out." So I was like, fuck. So I went to Niagara Falls, and there was like 3 or 4 guys at Niagara Falls that beat me 6 days prior. And from the time Cali was on Sunday, I competed on Friday and Saturday in Niagara Falls. So Friday was prejudging.
Right.
And I ended up fucking beating every single dude there. I mean, it was like, I don't know, maybe 10 guys. But there was like, I think 3 or 4 beat me 6 days ago. So I was talking about going into as an underdog. I was going into as like an underdog.
Right.
You know, but I probably wouldn't have done it if Jay did it. And then Aceto lied to me. That was another story. That scumbag.
What did he do?
What did he say?
He at Cali, he's like, no, we're going to Niagara Falls, bro. I was like, well, Chris, what are we gonna do different? He's like, already figured it out. I was like, figured out what? He's like, just trust me. Okay, Chris. So he was like, book your flight and I'll book mine. He's like, we're going to Niagara Falls. I go, I'm not going unless you're going. I go, so you're 100% going. I'm like, so I'm not doing this fly by night, like sending pictures. Like, I want you damn near fucking up my asshole. That's how close I want you to me during the show. Right. And he's like, we're good. He's like, I'm gonna be there. So I fucking get home from Cali on Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday I was leaving for Niagara Falls. So I leave for Niagara Falls on Wednesday, get there, Thursday comes, Thursday afternoon comes, Thursday late afternoon comes, and I text Chris. I'm like, hey, bro, prejudging's tomorrow. Are you here? What room you at? Like, what's going on? Yeah, bro, I'm not coming. I said, what? He goes, you don't need me. I go, I told you I wouldn't be here unless you came. He goes, that's why I told you I was coming. He's like, but you don't need me. You're not coming. He's like, no. I go, you fucking serious?
He's like, I was never coming.
Thanks. Now it's going to be cortisol that causes me to fucking lose this show.
Oh, man.
So what did you guys do different besides him piss you off that made it work?
Dude, the craziest part was this. I don't know if this is what it was, but I never ever take diuretics super early. Mm-hmm. I got back from Cali. He started me on Tuesday.
Right.
And with Wednesday, this was the Wednesday moving forward.
Right.
8 ounces of fluid per meal, which I've never done in my entire life. Bro, I've never drank that little in my entire life. I wanted to I wanted to cut my vein just to lick the blood. I was like, this is insane. Like
he did that to me one time, but I did so I did hot coffee for the liquid because it was easier to drink a small amount if it was hot.
Because
you know what I mean?
Time to sip, yeah.
Yeah, because if not, like, I mean, I'm somebody that drinks like a half a gallon with a meal.
Coffee?
No, of liquid. So I was like, all right, I got to find a way to make this work because he had me do that one time, 8 ounces, and I remember like measuring it and looking at it. I was like, so I got to eat. You want me to eat a 16-ounce flank steak and 8 ounces of fluid?
Yeah, let me drink it with a fork.
I was like, do we have any sand I can wash it down with? I mean, Jesus.
And you're on diuretics.
Yeah.
So it's like you're taking 8 ounces and pissing out 12.
Oh, man.
So you can't deposit $100 and take out 101.
And that's exactly what you're doing when you do that shit. Oh, my God. I was curious because you had like – last year was a weird season because it was your comeback.
Yeah.
And then there was just something went wrong every time.
Yeah, I was here, hold that one. You hold that. Hold that show. Every show was getting grenades thrown at me. Yeah, keep throwing them, guys.
Well, and then I remember because watching, of course, all the that's the one thing I love about bodybuilding. You have a streak where shows aren't perfect, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should retire." Like Dexter should have retired 5 years ago. You know, when he had his little streak.
Well, remember that one year he didn't make the top 5 at the O? I was like,
it's because his legs were like kind of just like washed out and off, and he just wasn't like on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just a matter
one time you don't make top 5 out of 300 years, Dexter. You're okay.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Then you find out your thing. I mean, I'll be curious to see, you know, now in your next show what differences will be. You know, so it's going to be. It'll be fun again. You know what I mean? Because you're a different physique. Are you training different now? I mean, I know that you said your strength's not as, but you train the same?
I train. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm like you, Dusty, bro. Like I think there's guys that are, and I've said this in many interviews. There's guys that are bodybuilders because they love to work out, and bodybuilding just a byproduct of working out. Then there's people that work out just to be a fucking bodybuilder, just to compete.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that type of dude. I was in the gym way before bodybuilding was ever in my life. I was in the gym way before I ever fucking thought I looked good or wanted to be a bodybuilder or wanted to, you know, like flex my muscle. Like I fell in love with the art of working out, not bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to not train a certain way because that's the only way that I know how to train. Now, am I smarter? And will I not do certain things that aggravate my shoulders? Where back when I was young, like before the surgery, I was like, fuck it. It hurts, but I can still fucking do what I'm going to do. Like that was me.
Right.
I got one bug in my fucking house that's driving me nuts. So I'm still a free weight guy. Charles definitely fucking slows me down a little bit. If he sees me starting to take off, like if he sees me starting to like get stronger, like do certain things, he'll be like, oh, we're going to do 4 seconds down and 57 seconds up on like just so I can't use any weight, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, it's good, man. You know, it's good to have guys like, you know, Chris and Charles, because like people are like, oh, you can't do your diet. I'm like, no, I could probably do everything that Chris does. What I can't do is tell myself to fucking chill out, calm down, or eat more. That's what I have Chris for.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I agree with
So
that.
be like, train at 50% today. Chris will be like, you got to eat more carbs or drink a Gatorade today, or like, it's just stuff like that. I wouldn't, to me, if I'm not being tortured, I feel like death, and I don't have like blood dripping out of my eyes, like I'm not training hard enough, or I'm not doing it.
My favorite one that I learned when I first started working with Chris is every once in a while he'd look at my photos and he'd go, "Okay, you look a little tired. You look a little worn out. Let's train like a California pro for a couple days. So you can lean on machines, talk to some girls, do some posing." That's what he'd say.
It's true though. You know, guy, I bet you this has happened to you. So, God, 2 years ago, I had one of those seasons where my body was just doing everything it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And we weren't suffering. And Chris had me, I want to say it was like my third high day in a row with like the muffins and the burgers. And he sent it to me, and I immediately read it, and I said, you know, I think I'll just do ground beef instead of the burger. Like I started altering the diet in my mind because it just didn't seem right. And it was like he heard me. The phone rings, and I answered. He goes, you got to trust me. And I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, you need the high day.
I know you're thinking of changing it. I know you are.
It was the funniest thing. And I'm like, he goes, I know it's bothering you that you're not suffering, but you need to eat. And I was like, okay, number one, that was creepy as fuck. Number two, okay.
Yeah.
Because I in my head, I'm like, I'm not in pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's scary. Even if the pictures look good, you're like, but the show is in 2 weeks and I'm not fucking tired. You know? And then you have other shows that you're dead and you're like, thank God, I feel like shit.
But the problem when that happens, and that's happened to me, there was a couple shows a couple years ago I didn't step on the fucking treadmill, not once. I didn't do an ounce of cardio. Then like this year, I'm like, I'm doing cardio every motherfucking day. Right. You know? Chris's cardio thing to me, Chris would be like, he'd be like, double how much you're doing. And I'm like, Chris, I'm not doing any. He's like, double it. I go.
That is an Acetoism right there.
Double zero. Double the zero.
Wake up in the morning, send a picture, like close to a show. Chris, how much cardio today? He'd be like, none. I'm like, you sure? He'd be like, none. I said, okay. The phone would ring. He'd be like, that means no brushing your fucking teeth, no doing yard work, no fucking cleaning your dogs, fucking walking around. He's like, sit on your fucking couch and don't do anything.
He knows you. You're like, oh, good. I'll go fucking plant a bunch of shit in my garden.
Yeah. I'm going to go cut trees down and stock firewood for the winter.
Dude, I'm too fucking high strung, man, to sit in a house, bro. I can't.
Yeah.
Some bodybuilders love fucking being lazy, fucking stuffed animals on a couch, bro. I can't.
I mean, you don't just play Call of Duty for 6 hours?
Dude, honestly, Flex Lewis, the fucking piece of dog shit he is. Fucking like 3-4 months. No, this is January. Fucking busts my balls to get Nintendo fucking Switch because he swore that fucking Mario Kart Nintendo Switch was the funnest thing in the world because him and Rafa play it all the time. We could be friends and I could. So I that said,
like high school kids.
I love that we're all in our 30s and we're like, okay, I'll go get this Nintendo Switch.
Dude, so that day I went out $388 I spent on Nintendo Switch, a case, the Mario Kart. We played it like for 2 weeks.
You got to make Flex buy your dinners every time for the next 10 trips.
So if anybody's watching this, send me a Switch code. Hey.
Right. I remember I was riding in a van with Phil, and he was telling me how he loves to game.
He does.
And he was saying how he was, I don't know, at the time he was still using like his old screen name was still like Muscle Tech related.
Oh God.
I can't remember what it was. It was like, you know what I mean? And so he said he's like playing with guys, and he said it got to the point where people realized who that was.
Oh, really?
So there's a lot of guys wanting to play him, like wanting to play Madden against him and stuff. He'd get all sorts of people like, you know, bodybuilding fans hunting him down on there, trying to find him and play against him. So yeah, and it's funny to find out what guys do in their spare time. I guess
I only play, but just for the record, I only play Fortnite. Came with the fucking with the system. I don't even play it.
Don't even play.
I have Xbox One in the box.
Yes.
Games.
The original Halo.
Regular Nintendo.
The real Nintendo.
Yeah, the real Nintendo. Then I have Super Nintendo, and then I have Sega Genesis.
Oh, that was my system. Now
They still have it. That's where I got it. They came out with the new systems you can get at Target. All the games are on it.
So awesome.
It's like $80.
Oh man.
They have it for that one. And they have Super Nintendo. I have the actual regular old school Nintendo, but you can buy the consoles with all the games already added onto them.
I know. I'm scared to buy something like that. I think.
No, you know what? You buy it and you're like addicted for a week, and then like you'll start doing like maybe once a day for like a little bit, and then like every other day, and then some days not, and then
tapers off.
I mean, coming from the guy who just downloaded Mario Kart on his phone.
Right. What do you think is going to happen this year? I mean, I know they announced the Olympia in December and stuff. What's your opinion on this?
I think 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and I think they're doing it in December because I think there's 8 classes. I think 2 classes per day, social distancing. 8, so that's why they're having it 4 days. So I think they're going to either do I think what they're going to either try to do is do a morning and night show, like let's say bodybuilding goes on Friday morning and then Saturday night, or they might go Friday morning, Friday night, or Saturday morning, Saturday night. But I think each class is going to be done like that to keep less spectators out and to keep less fans and other competitors out. So I think that's why they're doing that long of a 4-day span period.
I'm gonna throw some names at you, and you just give me your take on them in relation to the Olympia this year.
Is this 212 or open or just combined?
Whoever. Yeah.
So just like rapid fire.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
Sure. Phil Heath.
So is he doing it or is this just names?
Well, I'm asking you.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking you what's happening.
You want my opinion on what they should or shouldn't do, or like what?
Yeah, or what information do you have that we don't have? What exactly do you? Okay. Yeah. So Phil Heath.
Fool if he doesn't do the Olympia.
Have you talked to him about it?
No.
Doesn't have
I remember I talked to him after he lost to Shawn in 2018. He said he was going to take he said, I'm going to take 2019 off. He's like, I'm coming back after that. That's what he told me. I haven't asked him about it since that day. I've talked to him, but I haven't asked him about that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Rhoden.
If he comes back, he'll have 2 under his belt unless Phil's off or Phil doesn't show up.
Okay. Ramy.
Mr. Olympia, if he gets it together.
What do you think he has to do?
I think he's got to come with a combination of the 2 things that he's been doing. He comes in either in shape and conditioned, but completely down in size, or he comes in fucking completely big and not as nearly as in shape. I have pictures on my phone that Ramy sent me fucking, I think 7 weeks out. He would have smoked everybody. He would have beat Phil Heath.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He could easily walk into the Olympia and beat every single one of those guys if he fucking nails it. And that's truth.
Yeah.
He's a genetic anomaly. He's got small waist, huge quads, great V taper, great arms, great chest, great back. He doesn't lack anything.
I think the problem is with him, nobody even knows how to prep him.
No. But I also if people don't know how to, if so many coaches went through one guy and don't know how to do it, you kind of might be the guy too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know, I'm not saying he's cheap, but he could get in his own head or maybe not listen 100%. I don't know. But there's nobody that's more impressive. The 2 most impressive guys I've seen in the past fucking, honestly, 10 years are Ramy and Hadi Choopan.
Right.
So what about Flex?
Easy in the top 5.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we think.
Have you seen him recently? Like, do you? I
FaceTime him probably every other day.
But I mean, is it as wacky as it is in my head?
Flex just always looks good.
Right.
Like as big as he almost seems to never lose like conditioning.
Right. Yeah. The only thing it changes is his face.
Yeah, he ran through a fucking bee's nest with a honey mask. But his face is huge.
But nothing else.
But like I mean, listen, he's done a couple open shows before.
Yeah.
Well, so it's like, and that was you're talking like 5 years ago.
Yeah, when he was nowhere near as big as he is now.
Yeah. So I mean, and listen, this is not a knock on Hadi by any means, but if Hadi took I'm very like, and granted, people can change and people get better or whatever, but if Flex consistently beat Hadi when they competed together, Hadi took 3rd in the Open Olympia this year. We would be stupid to think Flex can't do that or better.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. What about Kai Green?
Stupid if he doesn't do it.
Do you think he would?
I don't think Kai needs the IFBB anymore.
Yep.
Meaning, I don't think Kai needs to compete.
It does. Now, there's pictures that float around of him, and I don't know if anyone really confirms if they're current or not. Like,
when he takes like, if you could show me a picture, I could tell you because I talk to Kai still. Me and Kai text back and forth. Kai still trains every day like a maniac, but he's got so many irons in the fire. Kai is probably one of the most gifted, not bodybuilders, people I've ever met. He can sing, he can draw, he can dance, he can bodybuild, he can train. Like there's just the laundry list of accolades and things that he could do is just crazy. Like just like the artistic ability, there's nothing the guy can't do.
Well, I think a guy like him, when you think business-wise, it's just a matter of does he want an Olympia bad enough because it would probably cost him money to go get one.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like even with what he wins, what he would sacrifice during the prep.
Yeah, to win 400,000.
To win 400, it would probably be a bad business decision as far as money.
Yeah. Listen, a lot of bodybuilders don't like to give honest opinions because they don't want to hurt other people's feelings that they can answer. They know the fact is that the caliber of the open guys, especially this past year, dropped. There was a lot of people not there that didn't show up, that didn't compete, that Shawn's, the Rhodens, there were just a lot of people, and I mean the Shawn's, the Rhodens, the Phils, the Shawn's. There was a lot of like that Olympia lineup wasn't like nobody oohed and ah at that. I mean, think about it. If anybody could have argued, would you have argued if who took second? It was
Bonac.
Yeah.
It was Brandon, Bonac, Hottie, Dexter.
Yep.
Yes.
See, when have you ever had an Olympia where literally any one of those guys could have flip-flopped?
Right. Yeah, for
Would you
sure.
have argued if fucking Bonac won? No. Would you have argued if fucking Hottie won? He was the most conditioned guy in the show. You can't argue that. He was harder than anybody in that show.
He could have won easily.
Dexter would have won. I mean, he wasn't the biggest guy, but he's fucking still looks great. He took second at the Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're not used to Olympias being that close from 1 to 4, 1 to 5.
It's usually close 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know? And I think, could you think about this? Could you imagine a fucking Olympia that you had Phil, Shawn, Brandon, Kai, right there?
Yeah.
That's I just named. When have you ever seen 5 Mr. Olympias on the same stage competing?
Well, then throw Flex on stage.
Well, Flex too. That's 6.
There you go.
Yeah. You know, that's like that. That's what I want to see. That's a fucking show. That's what like I'm a fan of the sport for. You know.
Plus, you can't help but wonder what I mean. I've been a Kai fan for forever, but I remember even when Rami when everybody was going nuts about how big he was, I was the only one that was like, as big as he is, I think you're gonna all realize how big Kai is when they stand next to each other. And when he wasn't overshadowed by Rami at all, I was like, that's how fucking big Kai Green is.
Yeah, people don't realize how big Kai is.
Yeah, he's the only person. You know, we were at
because people don't realize how short he is too.
Yeah, he's a box. I mean, we were in Germany at what's that fucking gym called? McFit.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. I didn't know Kai until after this moment, but it was so funny. He was going up the stairs and I was going down. And when I passed him, I turned like he was a chick and watched him walk by. And I looked at the guys with him like it's the first time I've ever done that with a man. And it's still the most impressive person I've ever turned for in my entire life. Because I mean, his legs looked like 3 of mine per leg, and he was wearing a pair of pants that I own.
So big.
He was wearing a pair of pants that I own that I know how big they are, and they were tight.
I mean, yeah. That's why I'm like, why does Kai wear joggers? And I'm like, when you got legs that belong on a 600-pound man, that's what you do. You got to wear stuff that are tight.
I was just going to say the same
thing.
They
aren't fucking joggers. Those are fucking baggy pants. They just fit him like joggers.
Yeah.
I've seen him with like double XL Jordan pants on and they're skin tight.
Dude, he's crazy.
And I know how big double XL Jordan pants are. Like there's fucking tons of room in them.
Yeah,
like waddling around in them.
Here I have. It's like I'm sitting in mine. And that's fucking dude. I just remember seeing him and thinking, I just want him to bring it together because I also would love him to win.
Yeah.
I just would. I would love him to win. And then
he would be one of the best like success stories for like the sport, you know. That guy went through hell and back.
Yeah, plus he's an eating champion of the world, so I respect that.
I One of the videos that stuck out to me. Do you remember that IHOP video?
Oh, fuck yes. After he did, that was like in an airport when he first got back from a show or something.
What was the bill? Like $296?
Yeah, at a place that charges $8 per item.
He ordered like 15 salads with like extra dressing. I was like you actually see he acts like a pregnant woman.
Yeah, because the food is all over the fucking place.
Yeah, the fucking array of shit that he ordered was all over the place.
And can you throw a pickle in that Diet Coke? What? Just do it.
Yeah.
I just remember their print when they brought it out because the receipt was like 6 feet long.
I've known a few show promoters that have told me that of all the guys they brought in to guest post, Kai Green cost them the most in food.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, yeah, Ronnie ate a lot, and then Kai Green ordered more food to go than Ronnie. They're like, he cost a lot.
Like, I don't know if you guys have. I have a horrible appetite.
So do I.
Yeah.
Terrible. That's my big problem in the off season is forcing the food down.
Yeah, like I average like 4 lucky 5 meals a day.
Everyone assumes because you have muscle that you have this huge appetite, and I'm like,
I don't have a huge gut stomach.
well, I do. So what the fuck? Why can't I eat?
Dude, I wish I could eat.
I got another question for you. I had 2 different people ask me, you have to ask Guy what his favorite bar in Texas is.
Fucking Mike Bell. Was it M. Bell? 8 and like 8.
He's nodding. Yep.
That's one of them.
Was the other one Gammon something?
He knows.
I gotta find it here. I can't find that second one. I know there was 2. That's funny.
All right, give us this answer because now this is a story.
Red River.
Okay. Now, you have to expand.
The ratio to women at this place is like 10-1.
Ah, okay.
And it's insane.
Except right now.
Huh?
Except right now.
Yeah. I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
It's Red Rivers is when I visit my buddy Derek Gammon and my good buddy Mike Bell. And we always I don't drink, but like if we go there, like they know if I step foot into Red River, we're getting hammered.
Right.
It's just it's like once a year we go to that place and just like we know because he knows all the cops and the bouncers, so we just go in and get fucking ripped and just leave.
That's fucking awesome.
How would you characterize yourself, Guy, over the years, as far as how we know some bodybuilders that are real partiers, and then some guys that are we drink on Super Bowl Sunday and a couple times a year. You know what I mean? Like there's a spectrum. Like we know the crazy guys that you don't know how they keep it together because they're so crazy.
Maybe twice a year.
Twice a year, that's kind of normal for you.
If I'm even lucky. I'm not a guy that'll sit down and have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
That does it. It's I'm either getting fucking hammered, I'm 21.
Full redneck.
Yeah, or I'm not drinking a thing.
Yeah. Why waste the liver? That's what I used to say.
Yeah, if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go 0 to 60. I'm the guy. If I drink, if it was us 3, and we went to a bar, and you were the guy, you want to drink tonight? I'm like, fuck it, let's go get drinks. We walked into a bar, and it was just us 3. I would be like, I need 6 double shots of Jaeger.
Right. That's how we're getting warm.
2 for you and 2 for you. Ready?
Right.
That's how my nights start. That's what I do. Start it off quick.
And then do you get a Diet Coke to sip on? Is that what you do? Or you go with the beers between?
I like fucking vodka tonic.
Ah, okay.
Vodka Club.
I'm doing this so that all the viewers know what to buy you if they see you at a bar.
Mule.
Moscow Mule, yes sir. That's mine.
On those in Turks and Caicos.
Jose introduced me to mojitos in.
They introduced me to fucking alcohol.
See, where were we? We were at the Opera House in Sydney, and we had one day off on a 3-week trip. And all I can tell you is, at one point in the night, Jose was pissing off the dock at the Opera House. And the next morning,
it's not that big of a fucking deal, bro. I gotta fucking go to the bathroom.
We wake up the next day, and I had a bunch of cash, and I said, Jose, did I buy all the drinks yesterday? And he goes, no, we split them. I'm like, we had a lot of fucking drinks because I was out like $300 from the day before.
Yeah.
Oh man,
we got obliterated.
I got Jose's one. I got some funny fucking shit with that kid.
Don't you remember when we did at the Phoenix Pro here when he had like 3 different drinks from him? He was singing Michael Jackson in the restaurant.
Hammer. I got a picture of him going to kiss me like this on my phone from that night.
That's Jose.
Remember your screen when he calls, the picture you had on there for forever?
Oh, I see him passed out drunk on a toilet bowl taking a shit. When he calls, that's what comes up on my phone. You know what I didn't realize is that when I forward somebody's contact,
that goes with it.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. I have one of him, and I have one of John De La Rosa taking a dump with the door open with his cat on his shoulder.
Oh Jesus!
Nobody wants to piss me off. Let's just say that.
You've got way too much fucking damaging evidence. Oh my God, that's good shit.
You realize, Guy, we've had you on for 90 minutes. You are officially our longest guest ever.
I'm a talker, bro. I got a lot of stories.
And I told you we would have 0 plans. I told him this. I go, when you're on, we start, and we have no idea what we're going to talk about.
The vet's kind of plan now.
That's our system.
Yeah, I love it.
Good. Yeah, no, I mean, we appreciate your time, man. It's, I mean, you know, we're not all, you know, fortified on a 2-acre lot with a safe full of guns waiting for the world around us to collapse.
For like $40.
No shit, they are.
Take a $40 flight to Jersey.
Oh man, no, it's thanks for the tour of the house and the yard.
Of course,
and we appreciate having you on. And I sure hope the year, you know, the Olympia happens and all that shit. And you know, I'm sure you got big plans. You know, like what do you think the schedule looks like for you?
I was going to do Athleticon, but that got moved to 2021. So, listen, my goal, man, you know, I don't know. Like, listen, these guys are good. Like, you know, I've had my own fair share of setbacks. Would it be nice to be top 5, top 3? Yeah. I saw who came last year, who, you know, and who took top 5, and, you know, some guys that were in that top 5 that I've, you know, beaten on many, many occasions. So I think it's going to come down to how this off season went for me, because I think this is the first time I qualified this early and I can maintain the size. I think the problem that I ran into, especially after my shoulder surgery, is I was so antsy to get back to training that my weight, I went from 238 to 194, 193. And then I went back up to like 232 and then came back down right away to diet. So I don't think I held the weight long enough for my body to actually hold the muscle that I gained. So I think now that I'm doing that, plus we have the extended couple months because of the quarantine. Yeah. I think if I have a chance to do very well at the Olympia, it would be at a time like this where I had enough time off of dieting to allow my body to rest and recover. So
use it to your advantage.
Goal is always to win, no matter what. Like, do I want to go to the Olympia and win? Absolutely. But I think bodybuilding, we all can say that there's a sense of realism too in the back of our minds when we compete. Yeah. We kind of have our, you know, because this sport's not like everything else. Oh, well, can't you just fucking put your mind to it? It kind of doesn't work like that all the time.
Right. Right. It doesn't. I know what you mean. It doesn't matter if Flex Lewis has one bad day.
Yeah.
But where other bodybuilders, it does.
Yes.
And that sort of adds up and trickles down to the end result.
When you're the champ, you got some wiggle room.
No doubt.
You got no wiggle room when you ain't the champ.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, man, for coming on. We appreciate it. You know, definitely anytime. We'd love to have you on again. You know, you're one of the guys that we call up again for another show.
No rules. No questions.
Good. Okay.
All right,
Go ahead, Dusty.
Until next time, boss. We'll talk to you soon. And I guess we'll be catching you on Fuad's show tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're on Fuad's show. Okay. Have some fun there.
I got confused because he asked me to do a show, and you guys asked me to do a show like very close together. So.
He texted me back. He goes, "I thought you guys said Tuesday." I'm like, "Nah, we're tomorrow. That's Fuad tomorrow, Tuesday."
You're gonna have a big week then. You'll have a lot of exposure.
Yeah, this quarantine's keeping me busy with these fucking interviews.
Good.
People are gonna be so sick of me by the end of this fucking quarantine.
Awesome. All right, boss. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. I appreciate your time.
This guy.
Be good.
Oh, good shit, man.
I knew that would go 90. I figured it would be like the Jose one.
Yeah, well, that's why I told you. I'm like, I didn't. We actually asked one. You asked one question this time. I didn't ask any of them.
Right. Yeah, I know what you mean. So, how has your week been?
You know what, man? It's been good. It's been hectic. Been traveling around and whatnot, but now I'm planted for a while and working. So, you know,
what's the gym like? You've been back to Independence?
Yeah, I haven't been to Indy yet. I went to EOS the other day, and I've been to EOS twice now, actually. And that gym is interesting because I feel like here they put out a big thing that it was, you know, like, so they have you can get a reservation for the gym, and they got all these signs up saying to stay for an hour. Of course, I didn't do a reservation because I'd be late, so I didn't see the point. I walked in, they're like, "You have a reservation?" I said, "No." They said, "Okay." I went in, I trained for 2 hours and left. We're not wearing masks, not doing any of that shit. One thing that's really cool, they got this machine, which you guys might have. I don't know if it's a steam cleaner or what, but they're walking around.
The electrostatic.
They're doing that all day. Like, I trained legs yesterday, and I saw, which I fucking love. I got to be honest, I hope it never ends. They cleaned all of the equipment in the gym 3 times while I was there.
Yeah. So the electrostatic. So you can use a fogger if you want, but a fogger is like a pest control fogger, and it just mists. Like, it's like a you know, super fine mist, right? That'll drift over every surface. But the electrostatic gun that costs like $1,000, that actually gives the fluid a charge, so it's magnetic.
Right.
So it'll wrap around stuff.
Yeah. So they're running around that gym. I mean, not the entire time, but I'm not exaggerating. I watched them clean the same piece of equipment 3 times while I was there. Yeah.
So we had a service in to do that before the pandemic, just to make everyone happy. You know, we brought them in, they came in and sprayed the gym, and it was great. And we actually ordered one, but they're so back ordered that we're waiting for it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's cool though. You know, it's funny because you know me, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I have changed nothing. I've always washed my hands. Yeah. I've always tried, like, when I'm in the gym,
don't like people.
Like, I mean, the things I do haven't really changed, but I'm not going to lie to you. Seeing it was like, this should be how it always should have been. Right. Because I also watch dirty motherfuckers go take a piss and shit and then walk right out in the gym all the time. And I'm like, you don't wash your fucking hands? You know what I mean? So knowing that that's going on is cool. And now they've invested in it. And it's one of those things where your brain goes, oh, I like that.
Yeah, there's you only have to let it sit for like 7 to 10 minutes, and it like completely evaporates and the machine's dry.
Yeah.
So
very cool how they're doing it. And the only other thing that's been nice, I hate to admit, is I think a lot of people are either scared to go in, or they're thinking it's going to be very difficult, and they're not, because there's like a third of the people that are usually in the gym in there right now.
Do you know what their capacity is?
I don't know, but our gyms are huge. So all I know is compared to what we usually have, it's about a third of the people. Independence started off, I told you, with that 50-50 split. Trainers one day, members the other. As of today, it's open to everybody. And then same, my new gym, the Muscle Factory, it just opened, and it's been smooth, you know. It is nice. The members seem a little more aware, which is cool. And I feel like, and I'm sure you've seen this in your gym, everyone is more appreciative of the gym now.
Oh man, like I feel bad because, you know, like first couple days we had some lineups to get in. Right. Because like, you know, we had a bunch of people that lost their gym, came down wanting to sign up, and you know, we're not doing 1 month memberships, right? We're just doing like long term, just, you know, we're not doing drop-ins or trials either. We don't want to overrun the place, but we do need some new members. I mean, shit. Yeah. We were in business. So we are trying to get the gym into a good point membership wise. So it's been going really well. But the first couple of days, there was like some 45-minute waits at certain times to get into the gym. And, you know, as like an owner, I'm like, oh, hey, sorry for the wait, guys. And like every single person was like, I don't give a fuck about the wait.
Yeah. I've been waiting for 2 months.
I've been, you know, most of them are talking to somebody in line that they haven't seen for 2 months. So they're like happy to catch up. They're on their phones. No one gave a shit. I mean, and then by Friday, it had calmed down a lot, and everyone was almost, because like the first couple of days, no one's taking a rest day.
Yeah.
Like everyone's
sure.
coming. We had like 600 swipes that day or something crazy.
Right.
So but then now it's like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday felt like normal days. Right. Where we kind of just bounced off capacity a few times, to be honest. We only had a lineup a couple times. So we just got to truck through the next couple of weeks here. And I think things are going to improve, and I think we're going to be able to do we're going to ratchet up a little bit, That's the plan.
Yeah, no, it's been good, man. So I'm hoping that it stay. I want a lot of the things that have changed to stay.
Yeah.
Because I even think members are just appreciative in general. Like, the gym was cleaner, but also from the standpoint of members being assholes.
Yeah, cleaner, and people were more responsible.
Yeah, like the weights are all back where they go and shit like that, which is a pet peeve of mine beyond. I'm the only guy that'll walk over to someone and be like, "You done with that?" Yeah, I'm like, well, then take your shit off of it.
Yeah. I've been given some of the new members. Like on the way in, we try to say to new members, we're like, hey, just so you guys know, this gym is a real put your weights away gym.
Right. Yeah. We're not assholes here, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, like you're coming from a fitness club or a rec center, it's a little bit different here. You might get some looks. So, but yeah, it's been great, and we're just happy to be open, man. Fuck. Yeah,
it's interesting, and then with it sucks though, because I have friends that are all over the place that Colorado and they're not open yet.
No, man.
And I'm like,
common.
Fuck.
Well, they might be open today with the Memorial Day, United.
I hope that goes off the charts, because, man, most of these cops and things, they don't want to do this shit either.
No.
I'm sure you saw that one last week in Jersey. The guy opened, the cops show up, and stay safe, deuces, and leave.
Hey, you're violating the governor's order to close. Having said that, have a nice day.
Yeah, I love that shit, and that's the stuff you're like, all right, good, you guys understand.
Yeah.
What needs to be. I always used to say in business, I would always say I have rules in place so I can enforce them when I want to.
Yeah, it's like a dress code at a bar.
Yeah.
Like you guys look like shitheads and trouble, and you have runners on. So we have a no runners policy.
Yep.
You guys look like you're out for a good time. You're all behaving yourselves. You're dressed up. You're clean. You're behaving yourselves. You're standing in line. You're not hassling anybody. And you have on nice, clean Adidas runners. We'll let you in.
Yep.
That's how it works, man. That's how nightclubs always worked. And it's just how life is. It's like, fuck. Yeah. That's why this lockdown has been so hard for me, Dusty, because as we know, I hate rules.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, they're put in place to be used when they need to be.
Yeah.
So no, it's good. It's good to see, man. And it is, I have to admit, as much as I enjoyed the empty gym, there's parts of it I was like, man, it's good to have some energy. You know what I mean? Yep. And seeing people back in the gym and kind of getting after it. And I actually hit 4 different gyms this week.
Yeah, you're going on a little gym tour.
I'll go over here.
It's almost like you're trying to get Corona, Dusty.
Well, it's only because I was licking things that people thought it was weird. Why is that?
Yes, I know. So we've reached the critical point in the show where I have to take a piss so bad that I think I got to go.
Well, that's usually how we end this shit, isn't it? We just don't tell people. It's fucking flawless. We've never actually let you guys know that this is how the show ends. Ron's getting up there in age, and the man's got to take a piss.
I got a big coffee before we go on, and then I pound a liter while we're on, and then it's pretty much a self-timer at that point.
We don't even look at the clock. It's been 90 minutes. How do you know Ron really has to piss?
It's been an hour 48, Dusty. 1 hour 48.
Well, I say it's time for you to do your job and end this thing so we can roll.
Well, thanks, everybody. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and comment, like I always hassle you to do. Remember, we're on Spotify as well as all the other more oppressive totalitarian regimes. So we could have talked about Rogan moving over to Spotify.
We will cover that next week.
$100 million.
That'll be us someday, Ron. Someone's going to give us $100.
So how's this? Spotify, I saw the numbers. Spotify gave Rogan $100 million.
Right.
Their stock went up $5 billion.
So are you saying that that's a good thing, a good decision?
I'm saying Spotify's pretty smart.
Right? Fucking genius. And Rogan has no problem with that.
Oh, no. Okay. Thanks, guys. And remember, everybody, it's just bodybuilding.